Hello, everybody. Welcome to this platform. Thank you so much for taking this time to listen to this as we talk a little bit about who I am and what I do. My name is Rolanda Watson, and I am what you would call an enrolled agent. We are credentialed by the Internal Revenue Service to provide help with all things taxes. Well, what exactly is an enroll agent and who do you help and what can you do? As I said, an enroll agent is a special group of tax professionals credentialed by the Internal Revenue Service. Whether you are an individual taxpayer or a business owner, you need help understanding the role of an enroll agent and you need help understanding what they could do for you. We're going to talk about that right now. Let's dive in. So the first question you may ask is exactly what is an enroll agent? They are tax experts or tax strategists by the IRS. We are authorized to speak to the Internal Revenue Service on taxpayers, individual and business taxpayers, on all matters before the Internal Revenue Service. That includes tax audits, that includes collections, that includes appeals, that includes penalty, that includes installment plans. Whatever your matter is, whether it's simple or whether it's very, very complex, we are tax specialists that are allowed to talk to the IRS on your behalf. And many times when you go and talk to the IRS alone, or maybe when you have your tax professional talk to the IRS, they don't have some of the training that we have. They don't know how to ask some of the questions to get some of the in-depth things that might be able to help you. Well, how do I get this credential? First of all, the Internal Revenue Service has a 3-part rigorous training, rigorous tests that we have to take and pass. There's a certain level or a certain score that we have to pass, and this test is administered through certain areas, but it's developed by the Internal Revenue Service. The test is totally focused on tax issues. Many other of my counterparts are colleagues, CPAs and tax attorneys. They study tests that have other things included, which is a wonderful thing. But our test is solely dedicated to tax issues to help the taxpayer come out on top when it deals with their tax issues. So we also are required to keep up with education. How many of you know the tax law changes like almost every year? The tax law is changing. There's something that's changing. We're required to keep up with tax law training every year. Not only that, we have special ways of training and special ways of researching. There are over 70,000 tax laws. No one can know them all, but your enroll agent knows how to research so that you come out on top. Or we take the time with your particular situation and we research different strategies to make sure that you as an individual or as a business are receiving the best that you can from your tax professional. Now, what other services do we provide? I've talked to you about many ways that we represent you before the IRS, but we also represent you as a tax strategist. We represent you by compliance. We file current and back taxes to help you become compliant with the Internal Revenue Service. We provide tax planning for you. Many of you may owe the Internal Revenue Service and you don't understand how, you don't understand why, and most importantly, you don't understand how to get out of that situation. Well, we sit down with you and we create a tax plan that through time, many times within a year or so, we can get you out of the place that you're owing. Not only that you're owing, but we can provide surplus. We can help you maximize your income so that your retirement is where you want it to be. Your investments are where you want it to be. Some of the goals and the plans that you have for your life, we partner with you as tax strategists to make sure that those things happen. So we help you minimize your liability. We help you stay in compliance with the Internal Revenue Service, and we investigate the different complexities of the tax code to make sure that you're in a place where you can validate any of your expenses, any of your goals and investments that you have concerning your tax strategies. And of course, we are always talking to the IRS on your behalf. Why should you choose an enroll agent? Well, some of the things I've listed before are ways and reasons to choose the enroll agent. But also, when you choose this specialty, you're choosing a person that focuses specially on taxes. It's not taxes as well as, or taxes and. We specialize in taxes, and me myself, that is the area that I focus in on tax strategies, minimizing your taxes. I like to say I'd love to make taxes stress-free for you. In summary, enroll agents are skilled tax professionals, tax strategists that are authorized to represent you before the Internal Revenue Service, minimize your taxes, whether they are back taxes, current taxes, and establish a tax plan so that you can pay what you owe legally and maximize your surplus. And that's why we're here. My name is Rolanda Watson. I've been in the industry over 20 years, love to work with individual and service-based business owners, and I love representing you before the tax strategies. Just want to make sure that I make taxes stress-free for you. Again, thank you for being on this platform. Look forward to working with you.